very little snow around. It was just almost like dirt on the site. And quietly, almost, you could see activity on the site. The trailers started to appear on the edges, and the backhoes were moving out and just scraping a little bit, moving things into various locations. You know, it's impossible to tell what's going on because for about 6 months over the winter and fall, they were, you know, drilling, putting coring in and stuff like that. So there was no deadline. We all expected that right after Christmas, we'd see a massive amount of construction. But then a lot of equipment started to show up on the site. There were people walking around, and then massive dirt moving all of a sudden. Trucks on the site, and they're just moving thousands and thousands of yards of dirt up out of what is now going to be the ground underneath Rogers Place. So it just seemed to happen like that and just get into full gear.
We've come so far to look behind us and see the arena not only emerging from the ground but really beginning to take its ultimate form. Incredible to look at it and see the spaces that we've only to date seen on plans and in renders. And to think that we then broke ground on March 4 of 2014, to look behind us now and see this incredible arena already beginning to take shape is beyond gratifying.
It seems to have gone by in the blink of an eye. You know, when you reflect back to when we mobilised in March of last year, I think we're very pleased with how it's gone. Everybody that we've asked to perform has been performing, continues to perform. It's nice to be able to say that we've hit every major milestone that we aim for in terms of starting our piling work, our cast in place concrete work, standing our first steel column, and when you look outside the window today, we're 95–99% complete on tier 2, and you can see the rafters from the upper concourse starting to go in on the west side of the building. So it's been a good year, an exciting year, but a fast-paced one for sure.
You know, we had a very aggressive schedule, and we knew it had to go up quick. But to just see how quickly it has come together, you know, you really have to hand it to PCL. It's a well-oiled machine. The level of activity on the site, being associated with this project, when you're out there talking to people and you're hearing nothing but good things about how quickly it's going up and the activity on the site, and wow, is it ever moving fast, and it's spectacular, and it's really gratifying. It's good to see. So am I surprised that it's gone up this quickly? I shouldn't be, but I am.
How incredible it is to see the pace at which things are going on the site. The site is a well-oiled machine, and you know, certainly have to applaud PCL for the incredible execution that they have delivered on the project. And we've worked very well together in terms of getting shoulder to shoulder and pushing this vision along and really realizing the true potential of this project.
And because we have offices right above in the tower, right overlooking Rogers Place, we're almost like right on top of the site. And of course we have live cameras at ground level and at bird's eye level. So we see it, it's in our office all day long. It's hard to imagine that it's all just moving into place like the giant Lego set that I expected it to be. But you know, darn it, it is happening, and it's way farther along than I could imagine. It seemed to start so slow, and then boom, it just appeared. Well, for me, a couple of things. One, the first big crane on the site was something that was special because we happened to be looking down on the site from the top of the EPCOR building that day, and it was pretty close to our altitude. That's how tall that crane is. The first load of steel being dropped off, which meant we were up out of the concrete. The steel, the PCL guys were saying to us, the steel, when that arrives, now we start getting altitude in a hurry. And that day, that was a big day here. It happened in the fall. We had the cameras out there. We were watching what was going on, and we stayed in the evening. We went down to the site and watched the first bits of steel, not bits, these are huge, huge beams, get put into place, and they stayed up. They were just perfect. Looked so good.
Gratifying when I think back is the first time I actually went onto the site after construction was underway and watched one of the big beams being lifted into the air. It was, wow, this is really happening. And you know, we had so many struggles leading up to it, and then all of a sudden to have everybody on the same page and have the public on side and the positive buzz that's going on as a result of this project, it's really good.
It's, like I say, a short-term pain, long-term gain situation. I think Edmontonians, I think it reflects that Edmontonians are really intrigued by the project. The other thing you can't help but notice is the number of cranes up in the sky around that project. That was clearly the goal and the effort here, was to revitalize downtown. And I don't know if anybody could argue that it's already had a real impact. There's a lot of excitement, and so you're seeing residential development, office development, hotel development around it. And the next year, we're going to start to see roof go on, hopefully the winter garden sort of completed. We're going to the closer we get to that complete image, the more people are going to, I think, be excited about it. The more we see the entertainment district fill up, people are going to be more excited about it. And I think once the picture is complete, it's going to be a spectacular addition to downtown.
Busier on the inside. The inside started already. We've already started masonry partition walls on the inside of the building. So, for the general public will see the building start to look more complete towards the end of this year, and we'll be busy on the inside.
Certainly, first and foremost, I want to thank Edmontonians for their support of the project. It's meant a lot to have all the expressions of support that we've enjoyed. But beyond all that, I want to thank Edmontonians for their patience. This is a major construction zone. It has given rise to some impairment of vehicular movements. And I'm going to just say to Edmontonians that ultimately this is all going to be worth it, because we are absolutely confident that this building is going to be something of which Edmontonians are very proud.
It's an exciting time to be part of the City of Edmonton. It's an exciting time to be part of a project like this. It's a once in a lifetime for us and the men and women that are working on the project site. We've got hundreds and hundreds of experts in their fields working on this job, both in Edmonton and in the surrounding areas. And stick with us, keep watching with interest. I think you're going to be excited when it's done.
10 years ago, this city lit up. And it's almost like the collective mood of the city goes up when the Oilers are running through the playoffs. And I look forward to that again, and I see that coming. And you combine that with a new arena, and it's going to be a spectacular addition to the quality of life of this city, and something to really brag about.
Travel around North America, we see these mega multi-use entertainment facilities like LA Live, like in Toronto at the ACC. And Edmonton is going to be absolutely awestruck with the facility. The architecture is going to be fantastic. But the options for entertainment that are going to come downtown, and the number of people walking around in the evenings on their way to, from, hanging out, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to change the city center just dramatically. It's going to be a real game changer. I can't wait. It's super exciting.